In NHANES 3 in the 1988 to 94, the amount of people who were above 30 nanogram, which is the minimum, was around 50% of Americans. But by 2001, around 10 years later, it was only 25% were above 30. And even 30 is too low for me. And for black people, there was only 10% or 12 above 30 nanogram, 10% of them in America. And 10 years later, there was only 3% of them. I mean, these numbers are shocking. And I think I gave the example, well, I won't go back now, but the Maasai, if you look to the Maasai, all of them, these bars would be up at 100%. Pretty much 100% of them would be above 30. 100% nearly be above 40. So it just shows you the catastrophe of low vitamin D in the world today is just beyond reckoning. But lambs are given 10 times more vitamin D3 in their milk formula than humans. So the agriculture system is prioritizing vitamin D for animals. But the medical system for humans is saying, oh, don't worry about that. Oh, no, no, no. It's conspiracy theory. So it's pretty sick now. I hope you'll agree. 1988, they were just showing the panacea of the sun, that the sun had effect on nearly every gland, every function, every organ. The sun, the panacea of the sun. European Journal of Clinical Nutrition, 2012. No one's listening. I think the diagram is from 88, but reviewing the whole thing was 2012. But they're basically pulling their hair out saying, guys, the sun is hugely important. All of this says go out, get tanned to hell, get sun lamps if you don't have sun. And to be honest, that's what I do and that's what I say. So the big sticking point is, but what about skin cancer, Ivor? Well, let's talk about that. And as you might expect, it's not what you think. Oh, by the way, here's the USA around 10 or 15 years ago. The vast majority are deficient. And 15 years before 2010, 50% were deficient, but now 70% are. 10 years ago. Now, what is it, 80, 85%? Hey, soon we'll have everyone deficient in vitamin D. One of the drivers against having healthy vitamin D level is the skin cancer melanoma hysteria. UVB is around 290, 310 nanometers wavelength. This is what produces vitamin D, right? So blue is the zone of a narrow zone of special wavelength of light. That's UVB, not UVA. And it enables vitamin D synthesis and cholesterol sulfate, which is a long story, hugely important. This is crucial for health for humans. The red is the zone that enables tan protection and warning sunburn. So it's overlapped. So the same wavelengths give you the warning signal of erythema or slight sunburn. So you know when to back off, right? Only an idiot would get really burned because, come on, if you get the sun as the season gets stronger and you keep getting as much as you can without burning, you'll develop a tan and that will automatically regulate and make sure you don't burn. Duh. So that's it. And the green suggests cosmetic skin cancers may be caused by the same spectra. But this is a suggestion. And remember that melanoma is the only really problematic cancer, skin cancer. It's not even skin. It occurs in the colon and everything. But melanoma is the bad guy with huge mortality rates. The other basal and squamous skin cancers are actually called by some people cosmetic because they're so easily removed and the mortality is so low. They're kind of cosmetic issue. My father had it 10 years before he died. He just went up and he got an operation, like outpatient, and they put a little plastic kind of thing in his head just to keep the little stitched wound covered. And a couple of days later, that came off. That's the standard for the skin cancers that may be promoted by sun.